Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha with Ice Cream Fitness here. I just got asked a couple hours ago down in the comments on a video that since most of muscle growth comes from the negative portion of the rep, the lowering of the weight, why can't we just do negative only reps for the purposes of gaining muscle? And I'm going to try to answer that question, but hold on, let me give you guys a bicep shot first. All right, to clarify there, I've talked quite a bit about negative reps in the past, and the statement itself is based upon a false premise that the actual negative reps contribute the most to muscle growth. That's simply not true. They contribute to part of the muscle growth, and the concentric rep contributes to part of the muscle growth under normal conditions. But a lot of very serious strength and conditioning programs actually have very little negative work, and they produce large amounts of hypertrophy by increasing the workload of the concentric and reducing the amount of negatives so that you recover more quickly. Because what you find is that the negative portion of the rep contributes oftentimes more to the structural damage to the muscle fibers, but that structural damage, due to some different factors like the repeat bound effect and other things, doesn't allow you to consistently stimulate muscle growth, but it does negatively impact and slow down recovery. So there's more than one school of thought here. And keep in mind, this has been studied. They have done research on negative only training when compared to similar types of training doing both the positive and the negative. This has been done a lot over the years, and using actual machines to do the concentric reps. And what they have found is that negative only training, in order for it to equal normal training, you have to effectively increase the weight, oftentimes above what your normal 1 rep maxes are, and have machines or spotters lift the weight and then do just the eccentric rep. And it then produces equal hypertrophy to normal training. But it doesn't seem to produce superior hypertrophy. But there's some downfalls to this. You could train this way, you absolutely could, but you're either going to need machines or multiple spotters to help lift the weight every time. And for anyone who's not a ranked novice, 110% of your squat is going to get real heavy for 3 or 4 spotters to try to pick up on every rep. So you're going to need a forklift or something to do it. And on top of that, we know that the more eccentric base your training is, the more soreness you get. So you're then going to suffer more soreness than you need to and have a huge hassle in the work for no additional growth, just to get equal growth with a different training style. So in effect, this is a really ridiculous and inefficient means of training. So I hope that clarifies the point and clarifies that question for anyone who's been wondering this. And that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it has been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.